Big Brother has his eye on you. I'm Shelley Banjo with Dow Jones Newswires here with Managing Partner of Formula Capital, James Altucher.
Thanks,
to tell
Shelley.
us who's watching us and how do we profit off of it?
Well, first of all, Shelley, there's over 30 million surveillance cameras in the United States. I mean, on an average day, you probably are photographed or video imaged no less than 300 to 400 times every day.
And a $200 billion industry?
Yeah, it's huge, and it's only getting bigger. I mean, you see with everything going on with awareness about terrorism and corporate spying and so on, surveillance as a trend is only getting bigger. These companies have grown. The companies I'm about to talk about have grown throughout the recession, so it's a trend that's never going to stop.
So you have 5 stocks for us. The first one is Nice Systems. What's that about?
So basically, Nice Systems is started by a bunch of ex-Israeli army guys.
Okay.
So they're
Beware.
really up on this. And they basically watch out for any unusual behavior. So unusual behavior might occur in a crowd where video cameras are watching. They look for any sort of unusual running or packages that are by themselves. The video cameras automatically identify those and send an alert. Or they can look for unusual behavior in banking transactions. So if people are wiring money from one account to another to offshore, that's an unusual banking transaction, and
Especially
they'll flag
right
that
now.
and send an alert. Correct.
What about Digital Globe?
So Digital Globe is very interesting. You know those images you see on Google Earth that are taken from satellites?
I love Google Earth.
Google Earth's the best. Well, Digital Globe supplies those images. Digital Globe and GOI, another company, both of them have satellites up in space that take pictures all over the place. Most of the revenues, though, are not from Google, but from the military.
Yeah, what's the practical purpose of this other than just kind of looking at what your house looks like?
Well, the military has huge use for it. And imagine the quality of those Google Earth images, multiply that by 10, and that's what the military is getting from Digital Globe. This is a company that's also trading for just 9 times cash flows. I think it's a huge winner right now.
Okay, what about ArcSight, ARST?
ARST, this company keeps track of everything you're doing at your computer, at your job. So IMs, emails, any typing you're doing into Word. So what it's trying to do is to see if you're doing any kind of corporate spying or corporate terrorism. So for instance, if you get fired, guarantee ArcSight software is looking through your past 50 days of transactions with your computer and seeing if there's any danger that you might be a corporate spy or any kind of corporate terrorism.
Is this just a long-term trend, or have you seen a real spike in these stock prices?
Well, yeah, they've actually had a spike recently because of the Christmas incident with the terrorism potential in the plane to Detroit. But in general, these stocks have been doing well. They've been going up. Digital Globe, some of these stocks are recent IPOs. So this is an area where investors are pouring money. Earnings are only going up. ArcSight's a great example. Despite a recession, sales and earnings went up 30% last year. So these stocks only have a good future in front of them.
And one more, WebSense.
WebSense is very similar to ArcSight. They're keeping track of any sort of unusual behavior that employees do at their desks. They're looking for any kind of weird activity on the firewall to see if anybody's kind of breaking or hacking into the corporate networks. So WebSense is a good one. Another one I want to mention, though, is China Security and Surveillance, CSR. This is basically Big Brother, but in China. They help towns and cities set up complete surveillance systems of stadiums, public places, and so on. Trades for only 5 times next year's earnings, so I think it's a great stock right now.
So there's no escaping it. People are watching. There's nothing we can do about it, but bet on it.
Yeah, there's no. Your privacy is a thing of the past, but relax. At least we're going to be more and more safe, hopefully.
Great. Thanks, James.
Thanks.